asa theatre say awja for so e ka do ma boko de
oh nyame adom
ontuma ye me fe o
bibia ye kama
wana supply ontuma yin
bibia ye kama
jede ya bia se
ene no me das but not necessarily even our political parties so ma amuni nyina hu ye nyachuma ye dia kwati asa because you go and read the manifestos of all the political parties will be anywhere we na address or ba sabi issue no and aye kwaye no or betie si masay no what has happened is that kwesi who ye bi me ye bi ye kroma hemfo ye bi ye maame no mu ye bi ye nuama ye bi won edi dwa ye bi labor union for no omo ye bi nti o maamu ni nyina ye bi ana abo agu ye nyina ye nase nti it is time because we jana manyo sem kra enye ye bi it is time for all of us to go back to the drawing board and reconstitute. And I love what the former president said, that we cannot still use the same old strategy. Say, we can fast soldier for ne, opposite for na, or mudi Americano, mudi Omachina, and no to me enquire solution beam. As my catcher was a cropon, me Gina Hubi. Me advocacy against illegal mining. What I was told by a young man was that me for 30,000 in December, over the concession in a month's time. No, over me 1 million Ghana cedi. Wow. Say, me come back akwa di DBA ma. Even the mentality of Nipa, yeah, command no, not junior the one. Ampa, he was able to point to 2 3-story buildings. Or you see C-class bako, and or you see me back bako, and or barbering saloons too. Such a person, no, you need to take your time and talk to the person. That's why I say, me the mahu di na me nyintu da. The labor unions for nekika say ban all forms of mining. And then so omanti dem try na say. They need to take a second look. And I must say almost say omo indefinite so-called indefinite strike. Omo so mo kwa apart from one kasa insuranso dey be bro mine no. Omo ankasa be say we need solution to. So I thank the Ghana Medical Association say omo they've reasoned and seen say any solution no or my withdraw who freeze new man unions be so person because I did say illegal mining you know o can be me can be yentimi transin so wo say mining nyina adwuma fo nyina anko indefinite strike until further notice na ni pamfa hu hospital innocent people. We are not by this saying that the practice of illegality no e dey for us. We will never on any day, especially our yensuosu and a quiet. But we need to reason. All these 2 men on by great men on the Ghana, especially Ronaldo, who they are not quite on the presidency too. So, but maybe I could do. And then we had American, so I buy was almost 70% of all we illegality na I buy them call for. So it makes correcting a menace no too difficult. But in a tenacity now DC yebi, party chairman yebi, party coordinators yebi, MPs yebi, as assemblyman yebi. Or hini na nkasa de ne ho agima o yebi. Central for na edi anim se ekoka no yebi.
Yenso o chefa.
One na ekobo asra for na ekobo yeso ye concession. It is say one na ekotulufo. So let's not behave as if say obi kura magic one no body 1 second. E betwintwa de nyina form. I beg to differ. Labor unions no. I seriously beg to differ. And it is one of the easiest means out of trying to fight an illegality. No. Let's go back to the drawing board. Me say, so Nyame is scanning all of us, leaders, no more labor unions, any central for a did no pebiana, ube yemududua, ye ran such an illegality, as I could do see a indefinite strike. There's a casa from radio. And then he was a former good year to into the quason, affecting you, affecting a and then he one. Then Busa labor for Oman translate board. So, Ama Obia and Neso Koto. No money one, I don't know what. So please, it's good that you've drawn the attention, and even this data now there, but nobody should even assume that NDC time na any part of the register is irrelevant here. The most important thing is that we should not practice an illegality. Be accepted. Me the biggest fear is Ghana. A man you say much you say tam. Ama no now is dependent on baby ujina. Amano smeti machemwa every sector of our life.
Even our churches.
Sorry mu. Muslim for don't mean ka. Staff mu. Post mu. Our intelligence bodies nim. Central form. Football room. Everywhere. Amano smeti room. Everywhere. How do we build a country like that? It's no be a person politician. Straight away from school. And I'm happy that one of our revered politicians for over 20 years. Why are man yourself? Who demne nkekawa bia ono. Ghana here nye baby and pay wa besra and any bidin komo. Over time, the kind of conversations they had on radio and on TV. Over 20 years experience in our politics. But you cannot compare Brano Mudin Komo any position to an identity. It's not the same Ghana. So I thank you for
what
Juma Power but I can promise you that Ghana will definitely get a solution if we sit and think through. If we don't put in mischief and propaganda and political calculations and all those things. And you know, say MPP ni bejina bebekasi yenja emamunja enne emamunja. This is coming from the MPP. And you know, say NDC ni beko say to akaka say ye de ba ye be mamu atu ye nye hwe. Eti I don't hear that I say. Are the labor unions listening to these political parties?
Maybe.
Please.
Oban, let us say, me and first sectoral debate about my in a Cobra Sante. Any of you for Adom Mpensenpensenmu at was.
All right, with RCP.
Okay.
Sectoral debates. On the 11th of October, Yadebro, the 5th edition of sectoral debate at Accra Digital Center. This time round, this is the sector, food and agriculture. A sector sunkukra a here minu municipality kanwasem. A new film 7 a.m. na yeshia na fia twa adwene ho. E wo Accra Digital Center. Ubetie MPP, no tie NDC. A new film because we are kwanya ye de boa no timi ato abapa. Sectoral debate is on the 11th of October 2024. Ewo Accra Digital Center. Time near 7 a.m. near Shas.
Adom TV, ye wazoye.
Well, Yasaba Damuina Masi, a former presidential staffer and part of the communications team, the NDC at Nasi. It's good to see him all the time. From the start of the year, Kamjidi said the tensions in our communication. He is with the party NDC. When he communicates, almost 80% is for Ghana. And such minds, and the brains, we need them. And unfortunately, we also don't want to see or hear them. It's so sad. Era set for him, set or fury or hini, say, I understand short notice. But I was so happy. And I said, wow, wow. But we have a call. What? I can't believe this. I don't know what I can cry.
Say, Jumane, they do baby. I say, "Oh, take you back seat."
Yes. Well, Mumu do na ebi ana. Sabre no active politically. I can tell you, these are the people that almost acquire the Ghana. They do this in paper. So by virtue of their work for Mother Ghana and their party, i.e. NDC, the way they communicate, the way they address issues. So and then now. Nyoma bebre won ma mintimi nkampo. So yeah, that's it. At this crucial moment, to come and really talk on behalf of your party. It's a plus for your party, honestly. That's a part of this crucial moment. But BBI Boko, party Boko, you are still strong.
Very strong.
Good.
Every two of
see.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so you are the next government in waiting.
Sure.
Just for January 7th, I say, more
Oh,
but must say, Shebreno.
Oh, yeah, boy, home, the dire news on your person, assistant Ghana completely.
It's Ghana was I had no friend of him, and you know, we
are managing
a big. I don't want to support Ghana for the bad or for the good.
Say eco bad.
Eco bad, Kaka.
Or share economic situation and very good. I think a honor hard dream.
It's a leadership or AI citizens, yes, you buy.
I'm financial citizen. The best leadership, but I think that leadership should be more serious and more concerned to the plight of the ordinary Ghanaian.
Two things: serious and concerned.
What I say, and there is no two ways about that. Ubisa MPP Nekrana or ni camera. So
remember my day
to say, and I think that is where we should all look at. And I believe, say, you're ready to take Ghana to a better place.
The NDC has what it takes.
Sure.
The men.
Sure.
The capacity.
Sure. I think. Nyame difference.
There will be a lot of stability, employment, youth unemployment, the CD to the dollar.
Share jobs here and priority. And our share 24-hour economy now is basically a three-shift economy. We're running in such a way, say, we increase productivity. But I said that is what we are aiming at. Into young people no more banner show obey contribute to, but it will need serious effort to create that 24-hour economy. Yeah, supply chain system, new P, yes. Until obey here or more what it takes,
and that's the
simply yes what President Mahama is rallying and.
But from where you sit, with your experience in our political space, would you say party NDC, as we speak now, quite attractive to the floating voter, not the Ghanaian, the floating voter, those who take the decision?
I think so. Floating voters now by a hopper. Looking at the current situation, I think, to be honest with you, people are very disappointed. Only different people.
Yeah.
And I think, Nana, kind of 2 months, but it's too late. He might not leave a legacy in Ghana for a Badwam so said, yeah, because I'm a 2 man in 2016, but thinking, say, obiting assistant might be brave. At the end of the cost of living, which is basic to a cost more than quadruple. We check it from 2016. Then fan says here, talk Broadway 1 CD 2016 and says, hey, I brought 4 cities. I mean, definitely, Obi anywhere and any budget.
Most of the time, Era says, Anna, your calculations it's the world over, not necessarily Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes, I did medical barbecuing and say, Russia for Susansu, Ukraine for Susansu, COVID and Susansu. Hey, and
yet, the world over. But check it. Nano Semi who says, Samija and Finney, Doctor B. argue, just go d'Ivoire here. Almost situation, make a hall just last month. Nami wa Abidjan, make a presentation be Abidjan. My economy ain't that bad. But I'm crying my fat and talk with Jim. What I say? No. You know, I brass a kakra. Maybe I want to be and put in place the necessary team to turn things around. What I say? And Nana, do I think so? Kofi will be reflected. Obi who said no, the American or platforms so many they may achieve and share.
He's always quick to say free SHS. Impactful.
He say free SHS here policy. Yeah, yeah, one Nook's background. That is, we stood for free system of and the cost sharing by as a system for tertiary institutions. Yeah, some of us, we advocates and as young people. And you know they buy it, but obey president, why implement it? Okay, Obiano ni as on President Mahama, whatever on the free. President Mahama started progressive free SHS. Say what?
Very
Free in him.
The belief was progressive free SHS.
Free in him.
Free womb.
Okay.
But it was progressive.
Yes. What I say? Until one banner one introduce you, it's good. A person will be a school. What I say? Any bad policy. The main fault on what say, and can see all your reviews. Or run about 3 years.
That's where the fear is. Momo review no is suggesting of cancellation.
You say, won't take a negative on somebody's statement. Review interest cancellation. Sabi in a school. Review interest cancellation.
Debbie.
Review the
seem to be
maybe are too seen. No why, for example, the way almost caught say 4 weeks or say 5 normal ban.
You look at the way around it.
Say at the way, send ye be no, you bet me emergency funds be are building new structures and said yes, I didn't. It's part of review. So I woman, but we take key position because we opponent saying, you know, review means cancellation. It doesn't work. And I sometimes who here as head of state, you know, who here more imagine ye cool no I can't say look, the opposition can why invite your opposition, present a paper on the way forward. How do you see maybe 4 years of free SHS? What is the way forward? No, so much your mind doing about what I say, Sabia City Crown Quagina. Mebo. Tikron Quagina. It is only a boom mine. But I thought they be a fadia no personal. It's not good. It's not good for Mother Ghana. I mean, but say, yeah, drink Ghana, who ye some basic things that we should agree. In your enemy say, in Crawford, minimum of our mind and Kawamun Timinko school, but Omabum, Omunya, the needed. What an army, so and these are challenges on the ground on free SHS. Yeah, bad free SHS, not a becoso. You better look at quality near your share source of funding. Because source of funding no, and a major problem. Because Ghana and Sweden need major source of funding for the free. February. It me yet near can say, oh, yeah, generative revenue so and so. At the end of the course, so you know, maybe 10% because this is a priority area for the progress of the nation. Then you move. I don't cry on me. Make us invite the opposition. Invite all stakeholders in the educational sector. Good results.
I see. Mr. Abaso.
That's
all will be Akwaba. Well, your first time I will share you.
Yeah, this is my first time of the mission. Me man Akwaba.
Although we more Akwaba, we go now. What system? On what game? Better years.
Is me man Akwaba? My mama fa kwenya we na me senior brother na me chia. Piti ye wa bonten abese ma hwe ushu no sa o. When
oh, have you?
My address no.
You ever call you?
Me papa mi sa kam me phone me ba down ma twa send no bi so. Always me nya shi we bia ma me. My mama fa akwenya we so. Na me ma ye vice president.
Oh, Dr.
Osansu ye flag bearer of the new patriotic party, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. A happy birthday. And then Nyame Adom or the afiba kon akanim fie hu e de amano. And then he is 61 years.
61.
Yes, 61. Nti de Nyame ase o na brabo hu. E me pai bo se ene a o hye ne camp ase so e wo Ashanti region no. Nyame ankasa e be kra no. Na wato ensopa egu ne so. Na o ma kunimdie aye ne. Ene busum minum pepepe ene ye to aba. The 7th of December and then 7th of October. Until 2 weeks today, by this time no. No ya salaya ya kokoto aba. Me gize no don na why to ewie. We monitor.
Special vote.
Yes. Until no me man happy birthday. I pray for long life. I pray for prosperity. I pray that God will grant him his heart's desire. Whatever be the plan of the enemy concerning his life, no. I come against it and I pray that Lord, the good Lord will protect and guide him and give him success. Yes. on several occasions, our president wanted the opportunity to address this country or admit it. I can say, yes, indeed, we have some challenges as a country. On my mono, and there are reasons as to why Yabedu be Yabedu no. It is not just that since he came as a president, no, Nyama Abeyesa, but the fact of the matter said, Obra Obeye president, to some extent, things were going on well for us as a country. We talk about the inflation, we talk about food, we cut everything. We had challenges. We have two major challenges as a country: COVID and also Russia, Ukraine. Apart from that, all these things that you're calling, yes, still no, as a government, we did our best to ensure, say, the living condition of our people are a problem. There are countries are oil ye two hanum ye refinery and no. And so countries like Nigeria, as a oil producing country, at the time when our people can go to the fuel pump and buy fuel, now Nigeria almost alive. Even some of the European countries, now there are challenges there. The same countries, and I know you are a businessman and you know that people go to the shop to buy rice. They will tell you, so you can't buy more than 2, more than 3. Exactly. But in Ghana here, you can buy 10, you can buy 20 because we have it in abundance. In as much that we are having challenges. So it tells you, say, yes, we admit it. There have been challenges. And I can tell you, say, things are progressing and things are going on. Yes. I also admit, say, yes, there have been challenges when it comes to the free senior high school. But we are in this country. When we're told, say, we can only implement free education, sometimes when I hear the NDC people saying, say, progressive free, progressive free, progressive free, say, ukoto adie, na 60,000 Ghana. Na mami usi mami no me sell to so mami. Na mami so no mami 800 and another mami 700 da. Free. Free. Say you free. Because you claim that you are doing a progressive. Meanwhile, no, even the students, borders, we're paying school fees and everything. So which one is the free that you are talking about? So when I hear these people saying so progressive free education, you start here. Meanwhile, no, we have the president former president who was telling us that if our 200 billion you not put into free education. We have a former minister who was telling us say your friend is saying you better me implement here, it will take us 20 years. We have a whole political party that finance advert against free senior high school. We have all a political party who did a match pass saying free education is 419. Today, yesterday, I was saying some people said, my wife sometimes will come and I'm tired and I'm say, madam, if you are tired and you know when you come back from work, you have A, B, C to do. Get a house help. You know what she told me? I said, Ebe. I said, in this Donando administration, do we have house help? I said, what do you mean by that? I said, look, for the fact that you people introduce free education, now everybody wants his son or her daughter to get at least senior high school certificates. But
you create an impression that review, a cancellation. But he's told you the challenges in the review, challenges in the free SHS or no administration, they will look at those challenges. So, my examples, dying, quality of a year education, even with terms of the cover 4 weeks.
In fact, let me admit, he's the first person that I have heard him telling us where they think that there are challenges in the free education. He's talking about feeding. He's talking about infrastructure. He's the only person. Including John Mahama have never even mentioned what he thinks, what he knows, or what he thinks he's going to do about the review. Yes. When we came, we have deficits in classrooms. Because the number of people, assuming, I was then on the friends your friend is saying Accra Girls School Board. So if in 2014 to 2016 they were admitting assuming 1,000 people because of free education, and you know, to also motivate this public schools, our people have a perception say who cause I to our bomb, and I mean also who a teacher. What's the first no? One preparatory school, I said who cause I to our bomb. To motivate the public schools, government they said 30% of our Mumbai school will get a grade A schools. So many of the public schools, there was a competition there. And this public, in fact, currently as I'm speaking with you, the private schools are complaining, say the quota given to the public school too much. Because people feel that, oh, maybe because I'll not get access to go to prep college or at this other college, and answer Wesley Girls or any of the big schools. But today, they are getting opportunity. So a mano increase here. Government quickly started working. That's why we started introducing the double track. So looking at the number of people, and then Omuko school, let's do A, B, C, and D. You can cross-check and see that up to today, how many secondary schools are running a double track compared to what we did 2-3 years ago. Now, apart from because there have been a lot of infrastructure development in the various schools. Okay,
so the point is that the party, Ujiri said they are so attractive at this point, so make them cross to 8,
and then Musum and then 7th. 2 months today.
What in the honorable sector?
Living
conditions, standards of living, wealth of the Ghanaian, job opportunities, all these things.
Yes, these are all challenges. But Ghanaians don't see the NDC as an option.
You don't?
And yes, Ghanaians don't see.
You don't, or Ghanaians?
Ghanaians don't see the NDC as an option because the one that they claim is the messiah for this country has been in the seat before. That's the problem that the NDC have. It had been a different person, then they was, oh, mine here by day, baby. But they are, it is the same John Mahama. It's the same John Mahama, they are.
The John Mahama who built hospitals, who built 28 e-schools, the John Mahama who built this here Dubai, the John Mahama who created opportunities for everybody to be part of the process.
Are we finished?
Let me have a look.
Are we finished? Yeah. John Mahama that made us sleep in darkness for 4 years.
Who solved that problem? Who solved that problem?
Who solved what?
Doomso. But you took over, not Doomso.
You can't even pronounce it.
No, when you took over, not Doomso.
Yes, they were Doomso.
Abba.
Honorable Neti. This is a very respectable station.
When the MPP
and you are very respectable.
No, when the NDC took office, and the MPP took office.
Yes.
Now you do.
Yes.
Wow.
You check from 2017.
Wow.
So they say John Mahama, who told youth in this country that he cares less if we vote against him, and that he had no job to provide for because he's not a magician. The same John Mahama who is now saying that he's going to provide job to the youth. It's the same John Mahama that you are referring to. It's the same John Mahama that 21 doctors will have to go and queue at the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Health for clearance. Is it the same John Mahama that for 4 good years, youth in this country, nurses, doctors, teachers were sitting at home that we didn't get clearance?
So
is the same John Mahama?
It's
the same John Mahama there. Then it is better for us to continue, which will definitely do.
Ira said, Bremuna, for the next 4 minutes, wrap up, now if you can break him, bro. Yeah.
I say, if I say, some or can in you so, some more can see a John Mahama, who you know, Sabia, dear son. And you know, correct. Yegina ya okrom ha yehu John Mahama amambu yehu hospitals I will see yehu schools I will see even in the midst of sayare about West Africa share ejuma or even not Ghana and West Africa one the only leader of visiting other countries share a commitment to humans or whatever what did I mean or then
whatever.
It will be saying, I'm sorry, I'm some yeah, but can I for share? Almost share, and soon the whole papa. Sabi, even in terms of Sikai, di boomai, Sikai, nya, and India, Nanadu, nya, and a difference, I can see, and so yeah, under John Mahama, I also send their momo. Sikampo Amaji, be some so, Montreal and physical 1, 2, 3, Maya, Munibi. What you say? And you know, and simple time the can for JM near the Hona Nina you John Mahama Ejinama Ghana's progress. And the next leadership a bit define it. The next ABR 20
he believes that the person John Mahama, His Excellency, you know, say unknown na babim dia ebia na say da yeso dia ba onu na babim dia ni nyuma bi
hwe de ayom wanwane say nsem omo kan fa JM hu nyina no
enye no kure
ankosi aga ai hopsin adoye kra ba say nioma ni bi o no kan ho na omo ye den omo boboye no omo de soa no
oh
afi kra de say omo fa girls na mba campaign no Ubehu na MP54 na girl we gina was say we basa. Yan running campaigns. We running campaign on issues. What in am na more the issues no to why you cannot compare to John Mahama. In terms of the year within 4 years. And even as head of the economic management team, share economic figures of Ghana. But I got transfer share time no head the economic management team and share economic figures. Na economy say head economic management team na share figures. Share na used to our video be Osre JM say ye fee office no economic growth then and so share economic growth I would be coffee. Oh man. And even before that, look, economic growth sometimes is determined by investment. Investment, we enjoy that economic growth in 2017. After that 2017, what me I record in you. Investment at JM, even the World Bank, key IMF, key finance,
that's why the projector say,
oh, can be far or be some sebi. Be a biasa. And I'm happy say this time round majority of Ghanaians say who nipa woye input to our person or the man. Na mama can some say who say NDC ni bia can be on your friend and say
free SHS.
Na me man no te the American if you JM, it is all my creditor or my JM credit. Oh, yes, because it's even in our manifesto. Source of funding, who say, away manifesto. What in our manifesto? Oh, seriously. What I say, this is the man that we are taking into the 2024 election. And this is the man I believe will say he will define Ghana's progress for some years to come. Based on the 4 years, Adom TV elections here.
Okay, so Kwaba. What we are doing is that maybe you bring the next 10 minutes now. How best we can solve or approach this menace, illegal mining, on these two major political parties in our part, because we have a try to be paying. It seems we are still not winning the battle. What probably is the best way out of this situation? Kwaba, you better try and come on. So the next few minutes near wrap up one say but make us assess or for a one say a bit is an 18 in for so a one say make us if the other way Accra Digital Center John Mahama Hall for the sectoral debate bro this time it's food and agriculture and the bro but
this time more speakers because normally you always mention the speakers
the likelihood of
you are not getting the speakers Brian Champo.
I don't know you speakers to say.
But the show is very good. It's very, very offensive. And I've been following there. I've been following.
I see.
And this time around,
so who Clement Park, Dr. N.T. for you?
Oh, yes.
I know Dr. Nsiasa and Professor Bayu.
I know they're powerful.
Oh, so
I tell you. So I'm looking for Brian Champo.
Okay, Zera said, how do we kill this illegality in our mining sector?
Oh, Galam say at the end of the day, a crisis where say government be over after December 7, which I believe the NDC, see a put to practical measures. I bet me a stop because Osha Yens you no poor and Nikra extra was say, yeah, called danger. Because mercury, other chemicals are a woman. And some cramatis say, Binomo or my deformed kakra. What I say, and it's very bad. Nti ye nyina yenti ase as a country say galamsey enye. As a country yenti ase say enye. Na yen start yes police for ne soldier for beko. But omo a key nkrofo no omo ye no so no say identify ye stop obi sami I see an intelligence led operation. Na key nkrofo no ye chi omo nyina. That should be one chi omo. Yen chi omo. Now from there, no, you define how we will say, your best is on my dream, and I best prosecute or move, whatever that we will agree. As a government, as Ghanaians, as stakeholders. There's a fear, say, if you don't operate well or approach well, probably it's a old tool, a year, Akonfone would for accommodation so because you never provided any alternative, livelihood alternative for them. A bit me breeding this kind of people in our society. So the approach, we need too much of carefulness. And in the American say nyame Adom na say yeah ba. Yeah better say any stakeholders yeah better the best way forward. But first of all, no mining in forests you best stop no. As a political party, you better make sure say and first priority, so that the situation will be stabilized. Then we move on the ground. It be a way, it be a say, it be a say. Say even you better allow mining in certain areas that it should be legal, and you're illegal, and you're galamsey. Untimin koye mining won't show no so. Share river prayer any, not share river prayer and share uncle bra. Yeah. Enya me de se minia owo sa area obekwa akono na wa akwala oye deformed akwala ebia na ni ba ko nye nsa ba ko nye. These are the results of what is going on there here ba benya ade here no e ho susuaso no and the Americans so say politicians are harmful omo ye involved no they better stop. Because under John Mahama, it's not going to be easy for them. Yeah, bumper is here, baby, in elections. So, every year, yeah, will be I mean, some NC. We new, we are central new, we are businessman, we are sofu, we are whoever. But they are quite. Yes, I become. We will lead an intelligence-led operation. And yes, they are no. Sabiti says, yeah, Nanaka is even the presidency or the veto, so no, but share is also. Yeah, be making sure say your environment will be clean and safe. If you want to say UN I comment. I didn't know it's so bad. UN normally on time fear in internal affairs of member states. But they have. It has become necessary. The MA and say, oh, if you want more demonstration. So my bonnet cry, no man, yeah, you be cry, as audio cotum. Our fighting for good cause, Emma Ghana. Sabi, your consumer boy here. We should be measured in dealing with them. Of course. Maybe a head of state. Na BBC here. So the school of thought in you are fighting for a good cause. The school of thought in Swaka say that cause nobody challenges you, but the act is quite contrary to what Emrani Kano. It just a Emrani Udino. And we another material na a year and say I am not somebody who jails people. Na me ka say ebe ko enum the okokan of France 24 by Ntimi Ankom. Semre na so awie. Sebi. I na me to Sebi because I penny. What I say? E so ofere. So utimi gina ho say nye wona ode nkrofo to praise nye wona say na executive and police service no directive no any and executive arm interference. We are head of state na you might be called wrong guy. So what na say the cause no it's a fight against democracy. And nkrofo me say the okonsuo na boy na. This all my court demonstration whether unlawful assembly charges ni bebre my kind charges no say whatever peace disturbance of peace at least you show some judgment say nkrofo no cause omo ye no ebebo Ghana nti so omo afom mra no kra na ebetimi akọ ne akọsen no say manye biom wait me a demonstration, but follow them. But to put them in prison. Yeah, don't pray. I hack it to a Chilean for 12 hours and I will be who baby. Yeah, they are got to fighting for Ghana. No, they do go to prison though.
You don't agree to that. It doesn't even matter.
I think as citizens, they react and say, when I call demonstration, a fighter against
and
they are so moody work to prison because
they
say car be who cost stop okay be and
I two cars.
I mean, and even in Ukraine there is a second story to it as we didn't you or far a key or whatever because they say a car near the issue I mean so President, on something say, man, within 24 hours, may exercise executive powers. Now, my releasing microphone from prison. Say, me, now me head of state. After the outcome, may exercise executive powers. Now, may release you.
But, we just say, confusion, Boapayum, as a Sambrano, at the show more Makumamu, no more the end of my ensign fatal.
Wait, yet, may sure say Boapayo, because. I didn't know more fighting for air affect you. And baby do your pipe war. Ya de ben near Biane, and Qualacra won't if ye no messanum or Modebea idea, and they are contaminated. It is so be fighting against Adiano, now who as an enemy of the state because certain practices unconform with the law. There is a challenge. The law, sometimes you have to temper
justice with mercy.
What I say? And Mecca Assembly, a general, may any case in America, but your papa no me my more judiciary. On Betty, me call someone. They should act responsibly to protect our democracy and protect the future of this country. Right. The man was
that's yeah.
Omaini Galamsey a issue that affects all of us, irrespective of your political affiliation and irrespective of where you stand. It affects you. Omaini, the problem of this issue, because it's affecting our water bodies in our forest. And then I hear the bigger issue. In Sona air saying and Nama I issue. But people, nobody can say mining no ending. But we are saying say the rate at which we are doing the mining in our water bodies, and the source of water for the people of this country, higher, and therefore we have to look at how we can deal with it. Yes, in respect of research as to whether say now when you give birth, it be multi miensa, it be multi at 9, it be 9.5, it be 9.10 is our idea. I'm yet to get to that research and see whether indeed say this thing that is happening is as a result of Galamsey. If it's as a result of it, then how are we going to deal with it? But one problem we have in this country, and that is why I keep on saying, yen to me koyeni as a country. All because everything that we do, and before I start, Ukabibi said this country is now partisan in the sense that whether Asofo, whether Achechefo, everywhere is politics. And that's exactly what is happening today. That is why we are not finding solutions to our problems. And I keep on saying, look, any government that will think about the people and not thinking about the next election will be the best government. But we always thinking about the next election. And therefore, when I do this is what is going to happen. Apart from that, because I also want to win an election, if my opponent go out there and influence and push the people and convince them and say things that will let me lose an election, what do you think I will do? In 2017, 2018, 2019, now your water bodies no net to say. In 2020, because Adu election, when 2018, 2019, we're fighting against Galamsey, when they are burning even people's friends saying excavators, including our former national women organizer, that the site or no oil mining, not illegal. Her site, her machines was burnt because they say oil Galamsey. Meanwhile, she was not doing it. Meanwhile, you have a national officer of the party. You have somebody who have been at the ends of affairs of this mining company, going around telling the Galamsey people to say, continue to do the mining, continue to destroy our water bodies, and that if we win power, continue to do it. What do you expect? We have a presidential candidate where we are fighting against Galamsey, who will come and stand and say, and you see, the most painful thing they say, ye anumako kone. Ye who so no near Baba Bisas one is saying so no. When we get to the mining area for our campaign, our messages are different. When we get to Accra, our messages are different. Because you say the problem now here the chunk of it and the people are talking about it so badly, no, it's in Accra. So let's throw into the minds of these people and say this is what is happening. Meanwhile, when we get to the Galamsey site, they will tell them, oh, my amnesty. What are you trying to tell them? Go back and go and do it. Then when we come to Accra, they will come and say that, and a Galamsey is saying so, and I buy Yeshri, and I buy Nipa, and I buy this. When you get there, tell them, say, in their face, yes, I want you to vote for me, but I'm telling you, say, Jai Galamsey, no, I challenge any NDC member who will be bold, led by John Mahama, who will be bold, to go to these mining areas and tell them in their face to stop Galamsey.
We are doing that.
When we are able to do it.
But the running mate started the conversation.
Did you listen to her statement?
Yeah,
no, did you listen to her statement?
No, say.
Or say, Muya Galamsey, Senyami Aduna say yeba. Ye this is ebe to ho.
But she said means what?
Omayine, agobe so efrin to ma. Agobe so. So when you get an opportunity in the mining area, standing by you, the parliamentary candidates in that constituency, Omayine, you put a stop to it before coming to power.
Of course, you are condemned. You know, even your manifesto cry condemn.
Mu condemn
if you
condemning Nana so I.
No, if you read
they say you condemn
they talk about regulating the front of illegal mining.
It's not about in their manifesto issue. How many people in Wasa?
But then
how many people in your friend say
they're wrong with what the running mate said, Jane.
What I'm saying is
that
yes,
Nana Jane Casa BI.
Because of a casa, me say, or say ye bar, ye did say better. Say, I bet you Galamsey no. Now, make us say, the best thing you have done is that Nyamuya no mu sense so Nyamuya no mu kun konfo. Nyamuya no mu senya.
Who full clip and Adia media show. Who full clip. Who full clip.
Bible say they
who full clip. Who need full clip no. Oh Jai. I mean where do you mean
Jai? That he should take his campaign to the money area.
But he has said it in his latest video. I was saying we cannot adopt. Also, we cannot adopt the same.
Go is to go and tell them.
Wako catch you.
I'm also campaigning.
What's it?
Now 3 days for 1 week. No better answer.
But the strategy or strategy, Anna.
Na mokra mudia ira wa mudia no ye nim baby am wo kra na no so e
ya rebesia
Andra wo wie savana Andra Nigeria mu wie savana huru hwane pa mo
me find so
anya no
na
me do why the conversation
mo propaganda. Oh, Jai. Propaganda. Propaganda be kumu.
Video ne.
Me say propaganda be kumu.